Hello, I am Rukanga. Basically today we're going to talk about making your own rhythm with your movement and your dancing, and as well as giving texture to your movement and kind of cutting it up. So basically I always try to change the rhythm of my dancing just to keep it fresh. Because if you're hitting the same beat all the time, or trying to hit every beat that the song is giving, or the same type of beat every time, it gets really redundant and boring. And so what I like doing is creating my own rhythm that doesn't necessarily match up with the music, but it still makes sense. Because basically you don't need there to be a beat to hit a beat. You can make your own sound or your own movement from something that isn't within the music. So basically filling up the empty spaces in between all the kicks, all the bass drums, all of these things are there, but you can fill up the gaps with so much more. So basically with making your own rhythm, it can be as simple as just making a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So with this song it would be like and that's still hitting the beat. You could do something that's more like, that's not following the beat but still is contained by the actual song. So basically trying to make your own style to the song, which could be the same thing throughout the whole song, or it could be something that changes the whole way through your performance. So I'll give you an example. So basically what I'm trying to do is make a certain pattern within the music. It could potentially hit the beats that are coming out of the speakers, or it could be something that kind of is a transitioning move. So if the beat is going like doing something like that, might be faster, but you're still hearing the same beat, and the movement is still kind of following that beat, but you're filling it in with something. Now if you're taking something that's fast, or you're like putting in extra bits, that's still making sense with the beat if you're doing it right, because you're still following the main kind of hits and the main beats, but you're kind of fleshing it out with these small movements. So what I'm going to talk about now is texturizing your movement, or kind of cutting it up into small pieces, which helps giving each move a purpose, or a certain value, or a feeling. Because as you know, we're all practicing the same. We're doing the wave, we're doing like pops, isolations, or whatever, like all kinds of different moves. But and that's okay. It's not really biting if we make it our own. and those things have become fundamentals in like dancing now, like these certain moves, and but they get really boring since they're being used all the time, and so you have to give a move a purpose or some type of feeling or some type of style to give it this extra bit. So basically, if you have a basic wave, different ways you can make it interesting is how you're following the music with it. Are you following through with it? What kind of... Are you just going from one side to the other, or are you going like back and forth? Are you really giving it all the thought that you could have been giving it to make it really like this move instead of just like the basic, doing a wave? I know it's hard if you don't understand, but I'll give you a couple of examples. So, for the wave, for example, this is your like average arm kind of wave. If I kind of split it up, give it some characteristics, then that makes it so much more. If I mess with the tempo, just giving it so much attention, just that one move, you can do a million things. So yeah, you gotta like treat it, you gotta treat it like your baby. You gotta give it the attention it needs. You gotta put time into it. You gotta care for it to make something great out of it. It's like a flower, it grows. And yeah, that sounds really cliche, I don't know. But that's basically what I'm trying to get at. So the two things combined. So we had texturizing the move and creating your own rhythm. So basically these two link in really well, because creating your own rhythm with your move gives it this texture. So basically, instead of just doing normal moves, whatever you're doing, giving it its own rhythm, it makes it something different. So you'll see the move, but you also see this little piece of extra, some type of color that gives it this, takes it to another level. So just playing around with things. So it's the rhythm, changing it up, making your own rhythm, even if it's uncomfortable with the music. Being able to create your own little patterns. Creates a much bigger picture instead of doing a lot of moves and trying to like just perform as much as you can and show off all your moves, basically. So yeah, I hope this helped. I hope at least some of the information came through. And let me know if you have any advice or if you appreciate it. Peace.